Hi Virgos, welcome to your December 2017 reading. Sorry it's late. I keep getting sick over and over again. I think I have some larger health stuff that I need to get checked out. But I'm using a new tarot deck. It's called the Ghetto Tarot. And this woman, Alice Smeets, she's a photographer from Northern Europe, and then she went to Haiti and worked with a group of Haitian artists and created this photographic reinterpretation of the Rider-Waite deck. So all of the pictures, all of the cards are using Haitian actors, Haitian models, Haitian artists. Even all the props are made by Haitian artists. I love it. It's a great deck. Don't mind my legs. So yeah, let's get into your reading and let's see what's going on for Virgos for December 2017. Hello. Okay, so 9 of Cups. Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. So we have 9 of Cups as the first energy out. So I feel that a lot of you are definitely setting new intentions. I feel like this card represents new intentions in this context. So new intentions, new dreams, like you're sort of wiping clean your old sort of expectations, or not old expectations, but you're starting fresh with what it is that you want to see come in for you in the new year. Like you're setting new intentions, you're recognizing what hasn't worked for you, and you're being very, very firm about what it is that you want to come for you in the future. And I say that because we have the 8 of Cups here, 3 of Swords, or in this deck it's called 3 of Machetes, and we have the 10 of Pentacles here. So I feel that there's a lot of you're walking away from past disappointments. I don't feel that this really represents heartbreak, so to speak, whereas it's like a romantic heartbreak. It could be for some of you that a lot of you are realizing like that you need to walk away from or let go of a past relationship, past pain, things of that nature. But I feel that this also represents walking away from past disappointment, where you felt that, where you felt you were going to be able to really build a legacy. Like, I feel like a lot of you had your hopes set on some things for this past year where you were going to be able to kind of build this 10 of Pentacles energy to where it wasn't just going to be that you could benefit from the wealth or the resources that would be generated from this thing, right? But that it was also that other people, your family, your kids, your partners, your friends, would also be able to sort of benefit from the fruits of your labor, so to speak. So that's initial energy that's coming out, and that makes a lot of sense. Both my parents are Virgos, and I feel that they're both kind of in this space with their careers. So this could be very career-wise for a lot of you, that you're walking away, that there's a lot, because what people don't realize is that even though Virgo is 6th house energy, it's Mercury energy, it's energy of like, the 6th house is the work that I do, to bring about self-sacrifice, or it's the work that I do in order to maintain and handle my responsibilities. It also does, like, Virgos, there is an emotional attachment, there is an emotional fulfillment that Virgos receive through the work that they do. And if they don't feel that work is recognized, or if they don't feel that work is perfect, or that it breeds the results that they've wanted to see come forth, then it's almost as heartbreaking as like a romantic relationship ending, or like getting your heart broken. Like it might as well be the same thing. Like it might as well be like the exact same experience of like breaking up with your one and only, when the work that you do is not only not recognized, but you've put all of this time and energy into perfecting it, and now it's like you have to walk away from it. You have to walk away from these 8 cups. But you're rebuilding with 9. Like, a lot of you are setting new intentions and setting new intentions of what you want to see come in, and it's a bit more sturdy and sound, right? For you for this coming year. So let's see what else is coming up for Virgos for December 2017. These were flipped over too. So I wanted, this card was also flipped over in the deck. The Nine of Swords, Nine of Machetes, as they would say in this deck. And I feel that while, so let's take a look at the cards. So I feel that while you are in a place of setting new intentions and setting new groundwork for what you want to see occur, right? What you want to materialize. And we'll get more into exactly what that might be for some of you. But I feel that the more there's this issue with trust. I'm getting an issue with trust. And I can understand that issue with trust because my North Node is in Pisces, so my South Node is in Virgo. So and the North Node represents sort of what you need to learn in this lifetime in your astrology chart, right? And I think also having Mercury going retrograde in Sagittarius definitely is affecting you all because, I mean, it's affecting everybody, but you all being a Mercury-ruled sign in Sagittarius. So while there is this desire, right, to want to have this expansion and belief, right, that we can do these different things, I can create this, I can create that, I can have what I want, there's still at the end of the day is this Virgo tendency to kind of not trust. That unless I have my hand in the honey jar, it's not going to work out the way that it needs to, or the way that it should. And so what I was saying is that your North Node sort of speaks about a quality that you have to kind of take on in this lifetime. And so I have Pisces in my North Node. So I have to really, in this lifetime, it's about me learning how to trust and really to believe that the universe knows what's best for me and to not worry about, well, how is everything going to turn out? Because Virgo being in my South Node, I've, in previous lifetimes, previous incarnations, like there's been I've put a lot of emphasis and focus on the details. I put a lot of emphasis and focus on being able to control the outcome of these different things, like being able to, somehow manipulate, right? Not in a bad way, but being able to have my hand in what it is that I'm trying to do. Or having my hand in the outcome of everything that I want, so as to have some kind of false sense of security, right? And that's really what it comes down to, is that a lot of you are dealing with trust right now. There's a lot of, because when this card comes up, a lot of this has to do with not trusting that things are going to work out in your highest good, regardless of what it looks like. So yeah, you've had to walk away and you are setting new intentions for things that you want to do and accomplish in the next year. And with these new projects, and you're kind of clearing away, this didn't give me the fulfillment that I thought it was. I thought that I was going to be here in the Ten of Pentacles, and that's not happening. I'm walking away. It's hurting and breaking my heart, but I have to walk away nonetheless. And now we're back to here of, we're setting new intentions. But underneath this sort of smug kind of demeanor of, I got it under control, is someone who's actually very worried that they're not in control whatsoever. That the more you're actually trying to fight for control, or the more that you're actually trying to be perceived as somebody that has control, the more likely it is that you actually feel very much out of control. This is somebody who can't control their thoughts, their mind, her rumination. She's being run by her mind right now. So I feel that a lot of worries are coming up for you with Mercury going in retrograde that, well, what if the same thing happens again? What if this exact same thing happens to me again? I want to be here and I want to be confident, but I'm not feeling very confident right now because I'm just now sort of leaving this energy, right? And we'll see what comes up here by this energy, but a lot of you are having to walk away from things that you thought were, and this could be a relationship too, right? Maybe with an earth sign, another earth sign, you thought that you were going to be able to build, right? This sort of Ten of Pentacles dream come true, because yes, it's this is your dream come true. For most people, it's the Ten of Cups. For most people, the Ten of Cups is where they want to be at, right? But for you, you kind of know better, as most earth signs, right? Especially Virgo and Capricorn. you know, Capricorn being ruled by Saturn, that like, you know, it actually takes more than just dreams and cups and good feelings to create something that has longevity. And you understand that. And so you thought that you were going to be in a situation that was going to create that for you. But you ended up having, and it might have given you some kind of physical security, but it didn't give you the emotional security, right? Like, you're having to walk away from these cups because it's not fulfilling you emotionally. Something's not fulfilling you emotionally in the situation. That, you know, seems, while can be very beautiful and happy and joyous, can also feel very sterile and without sort of passion, right? If it's overrun by these earth energies. So let's see what else is coming up for Virgos. You know, and I really did feel that it was like a very heavy work situation because, like I said before, like Virgos are so dedicated to their work and to the details of their work and to how, I don't say how seriously their work is taken, but just that when something doesn't work out in their professional sector, that it can be just as heartbreaking because they really pride themselves on the work that they do, right? The Temperance card has been showing up a lot lately. It's probably my energy as well. I've been getting this in general too. But I feel like this is a message of like trust. This is a message of like, the angels have got you. We need you to trust. So, yes, even though we're in this new energy, right, underneath it all, there is still this immense amount of worry, right, about moving into something new, moving into new concrete opportunities, also worrying about, if this was a work career situation, worrying about, I thought this was going to create some kind of abundance, right? Financial abundance for me and my loved ones in my life, because Virgos are also very responsible to the people that they love and care about. That 6th house energy of serving others, being of service, especially to those who are less fortunate than you, right? But there's this fear about walking in and walking into a new opportunity, and also this fear that now I have to start over. Now, what I thought was going to be a 10 is back to being a 1. And there's this kind of frustration with that. Right? There's this frustration with like, I wanted 10, now I only have 1, and so this is what I have to work with. But this also correlates to this new sort of, these new intentions, this new idea, right? I know that we have the Sag full moon, new moon is going to be occurring on Sunday. So whatever intentions that you have that you need to set, yes, set it for money, but more so set it for allowing work to come in that brings you security, right? That brings you the kind of security that you're looking for. And now we have this King of Machetes, this King of Swords, are called machetes in this deck, underneath this 3 of machetes, this 3 of swords. And so I feel that some of you might be dealing with some regret. Like maybe you had to walk away from an air sign, an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. I feel Aquarius energy is very strong here. Some of you had to walk away from this person or this heartbreak. The underlying reason for it, right, is because of this air sign here. And I thought that there were a lot of expectations that you had with this air sign. A lot of expectations. But again, it's like there was not a lot of emotional fulfillment, right? There was this, I mean, this is an energy that is not very emotional, like not emotionally fulfilling whatsoever. Like this is, like I'm an air sign and I don't even want to date this energy. I don't know if like I'm an Aquarius and I don't know if I'd want to date another King of Swords, right? I have a Cancer moon. I can't do it. I need emotional fulfillment, right? And so this is not an energy that is very emotionally fulfilling or very emotionally expressive, or really even is into the whole thing of even admiration, right? They're very cut and dry. They're very fair, firm but fair. And they don't mince words. They're not going to waste their time complimenting. Like, this is a very sort of sterile, kind of to the point, no frills kind of energy. Very harsh energy. Not an energy that I really want to step into. Some people, this works out for them, but not for me. And for the Virgos that I know, there is a need, even though that you all are Earth and you all can be very sort of focused on the details of the physical world, there is like, a lot of that is occurring because there is this protection of this deep emotional center that's occurring, right? So there is a need for emotional fulfillment in a relationship. Maybe not as much as a Cancer, right? Maybe not as much as a Pisces, but nonetheless, there's a depth that's needed there emotionally that this King of Machetes, this King of Swords, was not really willing to offer. And I feel like there also was this sort of sense that maybe both of you spent a lot of time in hesitation, or spent a lot of time in doubt or in fear about the situation between the two of you. That instead of just going for it, there was a lot of preoccupation with the details of it all. A lot of preoccupation with, well, I have this and this and this and this and this to handle. Can this person fit in? And maybe you thought they were kind of also prioritizing you as well. And that can be the problem, right? When you're dealing with earth and air energies, that there can be this sort of tendency to feel like you're on a checklist of priorities, right? That you're on a checklist of like, well, they don't want to fuck with me until they finish X, Y, and Z. And yes, and rightfully so, but sometimes that can also create this air of, I'm just a box on a checklist. That's all I simply am. And for those of you who this is really relating to work, right, in terms of being really let down by a previous situation at work or with your career, or maybe you tried to start something off and it did not work out very well. Maybe you did get the details in order and then you realize like this actually is not what I want to do. And now you're starting from scratch, right? There could potentially be an air sign, right? Somebody who has the ability to communicate to you. I want to pull a clarifier for this King of Swords. Can I get a clarifier for this King of Swords, King of Machetes? Why is this King of Machetes here? Okay, Queen of Cups. Now, going back to the relationship scenario, and then we'll jump back into, right, this could have been a King of Swords that you might have found out had another person, right? They had another, because we have the threes here, right? So this can always speak of third-party situations. Not always, but yes, this is true, right? This person could have definitely have had another person that you found, that you know about this. So this is something that you already know about, I feel like. Because it's already happened, right? And I feel that a lot of you are stuck, sort of ruminating over the details of what happened that could have led to this happening, right? That could have led to this situation happening. I feel that a lot of you are getting caught up on the details. You're ruminating over the details of like how Like, how did this happen? This situation seemed like it was really grounded and stable, and the situation seemed like it was really built on something practical, and then here this motherfucker comes and he's got like another person on the side. And you can't seem to... And I thought this is like you blaming yourself for it. This is you blaming yourself for it. Right? And this, I feel like, is happening kind of underneath it all, right? Like, this is all kind of happening sort of, you know, consciously, subconsciously, but, like, you're also in the space of, like, new intentions, bringing in something new for the new moon. That I think is happening in your 4th house, right? Yeah, in your 4th house. Mercury's in retrograde in your 4th house. So there's a lot of rethinking about what brings me security and what did I allow in that I thought, like, there was a lot of, you thought this was going to bring you security, because 4th house has to do with how we feel secure, right? The home, not just physical security, like our home, our bubbles, right? Like the crab shell, that's the Cancer home, is the 4th house. But it's also about, like, what brings me comfort, what brings me security, like, what do I latch to that I feel brings me security, right? And then for those of you who that's not the case, right, this is where this is a work situation, I feel like this King of Cups, this King of Machetes, this King of Swords actually could be a source for you to really sort of get down to the bottom of what it is that you want to do, what's going to make you happy, what's going to emotionally fulfill you. Like, this King of Swords could be somebody who can help you clearly think about what ended up here. Like, how did this happen for you here? All in all, I feel like there's a lot of really positive... I mean, I do still feel that a lot of you are worrying and ruminating over details about situations that might have happened at work or in your relationships. But all in all, I feel that a lot of you are definitely on the up and up of moving on from things. Because there are new opportunities for you. There are new things for you. There are new... There's newness for you. So let's pull an outcome card. Outcome for Virgo for December 2017. That one almost wanted to pop out. Outcome for December. Outcome for Virgos for December 2017. Virgos. That's a whole nother reading. Four of Cups. Still, more worry, more concern about, is this cup going to be just like the others? Right? Is this cup going to be just like the others? If this is a new person coming in, if this air sign is a new person, and they're coming in after you've sort of moved on from whatever heartbreak, right, you experienced here, there actually is a capacity for deep emotional bonding with this person. There is. But yeah, take your time. I feel like the earth signs and earth risings are really being urged to, like, just don't be in a rush to enter into bad partnerships. Don't be in a rush to enter into any bad matches that you're not quite sure about. So take your time. But don't also be here. Try not to be here either. Try not to limit yourself to this energy of, like, well, is this cup going to be like the other cups that have disappointed me? This is a card of expecting disappointment. And when you expect it, it's probably going to happen. All right, Virgos. So that's your reading for December 2017. And I hope you enjoyed the reading. You can contact me below for personal readings. And I will see you all in January. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, all of the above, and I will see you all very soon.